Thank you very much, Mr. Scotland. Distinguished.
And then the man who has spent more than 30 years fixing visions and insights, and through that visionary dreams and his insightful qualities has resulted to the establishment of the institution, our Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Alhaji Kamara. And one of the most popular nursing administrators in the country, a retired regional health director, Mr. Ngali Abubakar Sambo, a member of the board. And as part of the board of directors, we also have our legal advisor, who also serves as the secretary to the board of directors, Mr. Seku S. Sise. And we also have in our midst another academic doyen, the director of Munazamat Regional, the Munazamat Regional Director for West Africa, Dr. Lobna Abdul Aziz. And we have a political icon among us in the board of directors, who is the councillor of the Abuko ward. Of course, you know Abuko is our community, and therefore we must have a member of the community who is part of the board of directors, and this is Honorable Lamin Dao. And we also have in our midst Dr. Jojo Ndur.
Able guest speaker, Prof. Jainaba Sisa, our head of Department of Dr. Omar Manjan, the Director of Human Resource for Health, Mr. Araji Sen, the Registrar, Gambia Nurses and Midwife Council, the CEO, Farafenni General Hospital, Mr. Keva Mane, Dr. Jojo, CEO Tech, and all protocols respectfully observed. Invited guests, parents, our clinical tutors. I cannot name everybody, but every health institution present here have been contributing to our training. You are all welcome. Our esteemed lecturers who work tirelessly to make sure that this day is achieved. I salute you. To the parents who were behind the students, making the school payment of school fees, encouraging their kids to attend to the schools and work hard, the media, Scout Band, all invitees, you are highly welcome. Good morning. I start with my speech with Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning to you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. And welcome to this historic day. This is history because this is the first time this institution is graduating her first two batches. Just over 2 years ago, in December 2023, we planted a seed. The Sami Institute of Nursing and Health Science opened its doors to the very first time. We welcome 71 brave, hopeful young Gambians into our first intake. None of us knew exactly how far this journey would take us. Today, standing here in 2026, that seed has become a tree, and today we harvest the fruit of that tree. To the 61 graduating today, out of the 71, 62 are graduating today. However, 2 of them are unavoidably absent because they are in the United States and they have even started working. So from this, today, 62 graduates from the first intake who are history today. You are the pioneers of Sami Institute of Nursing. We call you all names, the guinea pigs and the experimental batch, but today you've made us proud. You carry the weight of being first Tau. So you are the Tau of Sami Institute of Nursing. You walk into empty classrooms, untested system, and enormous expectations. And you did not break. You persevered, and you proved that a new nursing school in the Gambia could produce excellence. Thank you for trusting us with your dream. To our second intake, January 2024 intake, we started with 77, of whom 71 cemented what the first group began. Let me say this loud. For the first batch, these 62 students in their final exam, which was coordinated by most of the highly experienced lecturers and educators and administrators in the country, we will introduce them. They registered 98% pass. However, when the second batch came, they said that is not what we want. And then they registered 100% pass. So you showed that success of the first batch cohort was not luck, but a system of hard work, discipline, and quality teaching. You raised the bar high. To the third batch, fourth batch, fifth batch, and sixth batch. Today we have 300 continuing students in the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth batch. So the bar is raised high at 100%. We don't expect anything less than 100% in our subsequent exams. And not only 100%, but with A's. In April 2026, the Nurses and Midwife Council of the Gambia released the GANLEX licensing examination results. The national spotlight was on us, a young institution barely 2 years old, and what did Sami do? What did Sami do? So we registered 95% pass at the GANLEX examination. So congratulations. Next time we are going in for 100% pass. Yes, next time we are going in for 100% pass. For the continuing students, listen, that is not a fluke and that is not luck. That is the result of dedicated tutors, you the tutors, lecturers here, your dedication, your hard work, your compassion resulted in achieving 95% pass at the GANLEX with our first sitting. With your sleepless nights, students who refuse to give up, and a vision that says the Gambia deserves well-trained, compassionate, lancing nurses. Today, Sami Institute of Nursing and Health Sciences is no longer a small experiment. Today, we have an environment of approximately 300 students in the continuing students of the subsequent batches, of whom we are happy to say that out of the 300 students, 75 of them are females. Dr. Joel, you should be happy with that. More than 75% of our students are females. And you will see what is their performance. Yes, they are not behind. Females are in front. They are the one steering this country nowadays in tertiary educations. That is not just numbers, that is transformation. That means Mothers, daughters, sisters, and young women from across this country are rising to become the backbone of our health system. To our female graduates, you are not just nurses, you are role models, you are breaking cycles and building healthier nations. To the men among our graduates, to our vital nursing needs both compassionate and strength from all genders. Stand tall, serve humbly today as you receive your certificates and prepare to take your oath as enrolled nurses. I want to leave with you three short messages. First, remember where you started. Remember where you started. And your role model is right in front of you speaking. Because everybody knows that I started as a enrolled community health nurse. Today, I'm with my PhD in reproductive health. So the sky is the limit. I want to see all of you become professors and professor emeritus. So from 71 students to 62 students, and from 77 to 71 students. Some of you, your classmates, did not make it to this stage. Honor them by never wasting your lancing. Serve with integrity. Serve with integrity. Second, the Gambia needs you. The Gambia needs you. The Gambia needs you. Director Manjan, Director Sen, here are they. So you will have competent, not skillful nurses waiting for employment. Our clinics, our health centers, our rural communities, they are waiting. You are not just getting a job, you are answering to a national call. When you hold a patient's hand, check blood pressure, or comfort a scared mother at 2 a.m., you are the difference between suffering and healing. Third, never stop learning. I have said it. Never stop learning. In fact, we have applied for registered nursing, and the authorities are here. So, Mr. Boyan and Naka, we are waiting. And we will fulfill all the requirements needed for an RM program. This is not the end. This is the beginning. Many of you will go on to become registered nurses, midwives, educators, and leaders. The 95% pass rate you achieve, let that be your baseline, not your sleep. Parents, families, thank you. Your sacrifice, school fees. There are instances where we ask them to pay school fees, especially during feast, and you sacrifice that money and then pay your daughters or your son's tuition fee. We say thank you. Pray through the night and believe when others doubted. Today is your victory. Parents, today is your victory. Celebrate your victory. Faculty and staff, you build this from nothing in December 2023. When we started in December 2023, in fact, we were not even able to hold our first interview at the school. But today, thank God, we can hold everything at the school. You deserve the applause of a grateful institution. So, lecturers, thank you very much for your dedication and for your hard work. And to my graduating nurses out there, and make Sami proud, make the Gambia proud, make your families proud. But to most of all, make your patients proud to call you their nurse. Make your patients proud to call you their nurse. let them not remember the bad habits. Let them remember the good habits, and let them be able to introduce you to other places wherever they meet you. To the health institutions and the Ministry of Health and other partners, private institutions, to the regulatory bodies, NACA, Nurses and Midwife Council, and any other partner, we say thank you. Because training nurses does not only stop at the classroom. In fact, two-thirds of their training is held at the clinical side. I cannot list all the health facilities in who took part in the training. However, through the Ministry of Health, by signing an MOU and them granting us and giving us clearance, the two gentlemen down there were the first to visit the facility, Dr. Manjang and Mr. Sen, after the NACA and Nurses Council visit. And then they gave the clearance for NACA and the council to give us accreditation. And thank God, those accreditations have been given and re-evaluated and have been given again. We say thank you for hosting our students everywhere they go. The PNOs are here, the matrons are here, the chief executive officers are here. We have signed all memorandum of understanding with almost all the public hospitals in the Gambia and the Ministry of Health. And for every intake, we give one scholarship to one of the some of the hospitals. We sign MOU, and also we give to the community. Today, among the graduates, we are having 3 police officers from the Police Intervention Unit who are graduating. Among the continuing students, we have some from the military, some from other, the police and other sister security apparatus. We also have students from every corner of this country and every facility. So we say thank you very much for gracing this occasion, and we pray that Sami continue to rise, and then for the other training institutions who are here, Anti-Margaret Nurse Training Center is ably represented, and other training institutions are ably represented. We say thank you for the collaboration. We are not out to compete, but we are there to complement each other and then work together to train our young, vibrant youths so that they can have a skill. And not only that, Dr. Manyang, Mr. Sen, we want the Gambia to be exporting nurses like other countries. Ghana has started, and Nagam will work with the ministry and government to make sure that we produce enough nurses and we export nurses so that this country can also earn foreign exchange through skilled workforce. Thank you very much.
thank you very much, the cultural group. We will now continue.
So we shall have the address of our Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Kamara.
I thank each and every one of you from the high table here. But first things first, I want to say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. I thank Allah, the Almighty, the Creator, to make this day possible. It's been long, it's been difficult, it's been enduring, but again, one has to believe in your dreams. You have to believe in what you actually stand for. And on that note, I thank the Almighty once again. And I thank the people who supported us, who supported the cause, some who were, long-standing since at the very onset when things were not visible. And by that I mean when things were actually at the drawing board. And again, it's difficult. And I understand it's difficult. Nothing comes easy. But we spent 6 solid good years trying to apply for this license through the government agencies, and it has not been easy. And sometimes it was quite frustrating. But again, you have to take things as it goes. You have to stick to your goals. But alhamdulillah, we are here today to witness that patience. We are here today to witness what it means to be patient, what it means to actually stand by your belief. First things first, I would like to thank the chairman of the board, Dr. Pastor Penchami, friend and a colleague, and the principal, Dr. Alcohol Cham, the registrar, and the rest of the board, Mr. Sheku Sise, and also Mr. Lamin, the Council Lamin Dao, and of course we have Dr. Lupna and Mr. Ngali Sambu, who are actually absent today. We also like to thank our senior colleague, Dr. Jenabasi, who has been one of the people who have been really supportive at the onset, at the drawing board. Dr. Jenabasi Sao, thank you so very much. And also we would like to thank and actually acknowledge the presence of Dr. George Ndur, Director and CEO of the Theft Fund. And I've got some very important colleagues here as well, but most importantly, we have Dr. Manjang, the director of the Gambia Nursing Council, sorry, Gambian Nursing Force, and we asked Mr. Al-Hagi Sentom, who is also the director of Human Resources Ministry of Health. And we have the Bojan Kunaka here, Mr. Mafuji Bojang. He's the registrar of the Gambian Nursing Council. He's one of the, well, of course, very important, was one of the most important people who actually have signed your license in here. And next to him, we have Mr. Keba Mane. Mr. Mane, he is the CEO of Farafanye General Hospital. And I have my colleagues here, Mr. Jawara and his lovely partner, and Dabo and a few of the members. I thank you all. Once again, thank you all. But I want to thank the students. I think you came to Sami when it was dusty, especially the class A and B. Sami was dusty. Is that right? Yes, it was dusty. It was difficult. And I remember very well, Mr. Kamara Modu will bear this with me. One of our first admin staff that we actually employed have to leave because things were not favorable. It was dusty, it was windy. Okay, it was dusty, it was windy, and everything new comes with difficulties. But today, go to Sami. It's vibrant, it's green, it's glowing, it's tiled, it's smooth. And then, inshallah, this will grow. And again, I will thank the students again because you have given us a courage. As Dr. Chan rightly mentioned, your towers. I've been to, well, I'm actually a graduate and actually been one of the first batches of that institute at Nasir Ahmad High School, and I know exactly what it means to be a tower, what it means to be going to a school that is new, that is brown, the challenges that they actually face. And we thank you for staying with us, we thank you for believing in us, but again, you've seen it. You're doing well. In the national exams, you have 95%, And not only that, you scored the highest nationally. And that goes to the principal, vice principal, rest of the academic team, and then thank you so very much. Madam Ade, Mr. Jallo, Dr. Jami, vice principal, Mr. Jaite, Mr. Ture, for his name again, Mr. Gray, and the rest of you out there, those of who I've not mentioned, other minute, but time constraint, but thank you so much. Dr. Cham, thank you and your leadership team for this wonderful achievement. My speech would be based on thanks, and I know why I'm saying this, because the journey hasn't been easy. And some of you may think I'm repetitive, but I know why we have to thank. I know why we also have to acknowledge the people who have been out there who actually supported us at the onset. I am equally grateful to NACA and the Nursing Council, Ministry of Health. We will have not achieved what we have achieved today. And thank you so much for the also excellence, NACA, the Ministry of Health, and the rest of our partners. To our principal, administrator, registrar, and all the support staff, thank you for your tireless work behind the scenes. The day is yours, as it is the graduates. This is your day, and thank you. I want to pause a minute and of course reflect a bit, because we have been here today without the support, as I actually mean, without the support of a friend, a partner, who actually believed in this dream, who stood by me from day one. And I would love if I would kindly ask the graduates to all stand up and please welcome Mr. Mogu Kamara to actually join me here, please. Thank you. Thank you for your respect. So, thank you so much, Maddie. Thank you, and I mean this. Thank you. So Modu has been with me since at the onset. We met through a charity called the Friends of the Gambia. That charity has been sponsoring students for a good while, and I happen to be one of the executive members. The rest of the executive members are all English. I was only Gambian in the executive. And for 10 solid years, I've been part of this charity. We sponsored, we mentored, we sponsored not only students, but also families across the Gambia. Some of whom are now nurses, some are doctors, some are lawyers as well. And in fact, the people who are actually working in the charity now have been sponsored by the charity. So that's how I got to know Modu. I've never met him. We all happen to be a camera, but that's how actually I met him. And thank you once again, Buddy. Thank you. Why Sami? Why do we have Sami? This is something that people will ask me lots of time, and the answer is very, very simple. Because I know what it means to come from a small place and actually serve your country, and most importantly, serve the world. I'm not sorry, but yes, I have worked in big hospitals, I've worked in very pressurized environments, and I will tell you this for free. And this is why we have Sami, and this is why we have you graduates here, 133 of you who are licensed to go out and actually practice. The principal just mentioned earlier on, 2 students are currently in the States working, and and that says it all. So it's just a matter of time. Some of you will have had bigger and better roles than those of us before you. And again, this, as Dr. Chan rightly mentioned, this is just a stepping stone. You just have your first certificate in your hand. So there's a lot more to come with dedications and once you believe in yourself. So I was born in a small village called Lanikoto. I don't know if any of you know, Lanikoto is a very tiny village. But it was small, but now quite big and quite vibrant. Just opposite Joy Town, and that's why I actually born. It's banks, and also it's on the river banks of the Gambia. And I went to Jalabikoro Primary School, then went to Nasir Ahmadiyya High School, is where I said I was a tower as well. And in fact, I've got a colleague here who we schooled together when we were 13, 14-year-old boys at Nasir Ahmadiyya High School, and we were the first students, we were the first intake of that school. And it was really cool. It was really cool. So one of these things that we think you've been very persistent with us and you've been very patient with us. I'll give an example. My colleague is here to testify this. In our GC chemistry exams, one of my instruments that I was actually using was brand new. It has never been used, and it was faulty. So you can imagine, this was in July in Basse, 40 degrees Celsius. I was nervous. I was a young boy doing the chemistry practicals. My apparatus was faulty because they have never been used. But you guys have shown to us that it doesn't matter whether you're a tower or whatsoever, you can come and actually conquer and score, and actually score 95% in a GAMLEX and actually score the highest nationally. Thank you once again. Thank you. So from Nasir, I went to become an RN to study nursing at RN school in Banjul, and then after a few years, I applied for government scholarship, where I actually was lucky to study ophthalmic medical assistance in Malawi. And after 2 years of practice, I went back to study cataract surgery. And yes, I was a trained cataract surgeon, and I've worked in Basse, I've worked in Bansang, and subsequently I was covering Basse and Bansang Hospital respectively. So it was quite daunting. It was really daunting. I had no time for myself. So my heart is full. I had no time for myself, neither my family. But again, it will come down to belief. You have to believe in what you're doing. And those days, transportation was difficult. The roads were very poor. But that's all about my academic achievement in the Gambia before I actually left for the UK, where I continued to work in ophthalmic nursing, and also I want to do my master's. And I thought it's time to actually come back to the Gambia. There's no place like home. When you go south, east, west, and north, home is home. I can speak Mandinka here, I can speak Fula here, everybody's black, and certain others, but we actually work black. This is home for me. And those of you who are very keen to live and actually go and work abroad, always have this at the back of your mind. So there's no place like home. When you go south, east, west, and north, you always have to come back home. So please take that as an advice from me. And I want to briefly highlight some few advice here, and then they're very simple things, but I think they're quite profound if you guys are going to listen and take this home. The first one is keep learning. Because nursing, medicine, anything related to healthcare is a continuous process. Things keep changing, new conditions keep coming. So the only way around that you can actually update yourself to make sure you are up to scratch is to keep learning. Keep reading journals, keep learning new books, etc., etc. So keep your toes straight and then just keep pushing, please. Again, the second one is stay humble and be patient. You can have all the PhDs, you can have all the masters, you can be the best student, but if you're not humble, if you're not patient, you can achieve what you want to do. Your patients will not be happy with you. Because imagine these patients are actually at the weakest, they're actually the weakest stage of their life. They want somebody who is calm, they want somebody who is patient with them, they want somebody who is actually going to put them at the center of their care interventions. And that's paramount. And then without those patients, there are no nurses. Keep the patient again at the center, just as earlier on. That's about your care interventions. Each and everything that you do, we have to keep the patient at the center of those interventions. It's quite important. I'll give an example. We actually did an assessment on a lady who was discharged from the hospital. The staff nurse and the student were busy because the lady is deaf. She's a young teenager, she's deaf. And they were quite focused with the lady's mother. And the lady, I don't know how she communicated with the mom, told us that she wanted to be spoken to. She wanted to be spoken to. So it's important that we keep these patients at the center of our care interventions. Last but not the least, you are the first from Sami. You are the foundation. We will never forget you. We had lots of joys. Things were difficult at some point. We have to do what we have to do to make sure to achieve what you achieved today. And thank you so much. Thank you to the high table. Thanks to each and every one of you actually who happened to be here. We know there are two graduations in progress today. To have all the seats taken says it all. Thank you once again, Alimbara Onjarama. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good morning or good afternoon. My name is Florence Mendy, the Health Minister of Sami Institute. Hi, so okay, I want you to call my fellow members. Can I have Jiran Jallo, aka Mr. Kamara, register? Good morning, class. We have been telling you guys to pay your school fees, and we have been doing that for you guys. Thank you. No. Can we have Madam Sora, aka Mr. Mario? Thank you. Sadly, we are having a class in my class. And I was giving you questions. It's either you put the bagage there, or I give you questions and I put the bagage there for you. Next, we have our Sami, aka Madam Comfort.
Good afternoon, class. Today, we are about to discuss psychology. In psychology, we study the behavior of human. Some of you seem that you have mental illness. If you go to Tangadanga, be careful. You might be slapped by a mad person. Sorry, in psychology, we don't use mad. We use mental device. If there's not enough Santa pneumonia, you move to the green law. Now pneumonia colon.
Can we have Sajo Kasama, aka Fat Gay?
xam nga man maa ngi ñëw stop di la boy sax parce que su ma seen naa Aliou my heart my love I don't want to come to people like you because you are a bachelor.
Can we have Asia Tupa, aka Madam Ade?
Look at the way you are sitting. Sit like a student. You are not in your father's house. It's like you people are not studying. You need to study. Exam is coming. Me, I have done my part. If you want, study. If you want, leave it.
Can we have Estella, aka Dr. Cham?
Good morning, everyone. You think I don't know you? I know all of you.
Can we have Daniel, aka CEO?
Excuse me, please, Mr. Dede, excuse me, please. And who are those students that were in the administration today? You guys want to be on phone tonight? Send me home. You shut up.
Can we have Juan Singate, aka Mr. Talibo?
Boy, what's your name again? Why are you always calling this? No, that's not an issue. That's not an issue. And who do you communicate? My number is in the group. Madam Judge's number is in the group. Mr. Jared's number is in the group. Who do you communicate? Come on, radio. Come.
Can we have Babinya, aka Mr. Sai?
Good morning, class. Please, if you are here, you can just kindly come out. Manajara. Penchami. Isuba Dure. Adibaka Agara. Please, that was enough. Because if the CEO comes and meet you here, it's going to be something very difficult for you.
Can we have Isaac Traore, aka Mr. David?
Good morning, class. You, stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking. I'll drag you out. You are going to be a terrible loss. Get out.
Can we have Nima Jata, aka Mr. Seka?
Good morning, class. There's an amount of people who are here. You know, I'm not even going to see them here. You're more well. I'm saying, I never done that in my class.
Can we have Tura, aka Eso?
Student, engkau ini problem anak kisah boleh lagi. Anda kena jadi, anak rumah. Hello, boy, pa. anh là năm hoa quỷ chẳng cái này đi sao vậy vậy anh sao đâu vậy
and the councillor and Maud Kamara, the students of Sami Institute, now today graduated here, and the existing students, parents, guardians present, and a lot of other stakeholders that are around. And also thank our partners, Monazawa and the Abuko community. They provided us with a space where the institution is today operating. Nursing is a very good profession. It's a noble profession. People say law is a very good profession, but I think nursing is also a very good profession, because right from your service delivery at the hospitals, at the clinics, they also provide similar services at community level, in the compounds where they are residing, along the streets, in the community where they find themselves. And I must also say, the Sami Institute today graduating students attended both classroom one, as the principal of the school mentioned, attended both the classroom lessons and also practicals across all the health facilities across the country. At the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital, the Carnegie General Hospital, the Farafenye General Hospital, the Bundung also hospital, across all private clinics in the country. They did both the theory and practicals. And within those health facilities, they attended all sections of the health facility, from the maternity section to accident and emergency, to all other sections, all other departments within the health facility. So today, they have both the academic experience and the practical experience of delivering health service delivery across the country. So the very aim of Sami Institute, why the institute was established in 2023, was to reduce the patient-nursing ratio. You can see in the past, you enter into some of the health facilities, one entire hall, 1 or 2 nurses is manning the entire hall, where you have more than 20 patients lying down. And it's so much a big challenge. So with the increasing number of students graduating from Sami Institute and other institutes, we hope to reduce that very high level of patient and nursing ratio. And Dr. Cham is talking about exporting our nurses to overseas, both in Africa and also in the diaspora, where they can it can be an added knowledge, just like the CEO himself went through. It was a very marathon journey for him, with all the courses he attended in Gambia, his course in Malawi, and also in UK, where he attended several courses, attended many practicals across many hospitals in UK. Today, he's an accomplished person. So we want the nurses to be in the same way as the CEO went through. We must thank the parents for supporting their daughters and sons in Sami Institute, our partners, the Abuko community, and I also said the Munazawa for hosting us at Abuko. And I must also say that the Institute is not without challenges. With all the successes, it's not without challenges. We need space to operate. You can see the increasing number of students population at each batch. The number of students are also increasing. So we needed that space to operate. And with time, we don't only award certificates and diplomas, but at some point, we even go further to award the degrees in health services. So that's our main aim. And getting the right space is important. We are appealing to our partners, the public authorities, the government authorities, and also the KMC, Canopy Municipal Council, where we are operating, for them to provide us with space to be able to operate and accommodate the needed students. And we also mentioned you have the army, the police, and other security apparatus also part of the student population. With time, we expect all professions, all across the country, in all regions of the country, to be part of our student population, where they can deliver that distinguished and needed health service delivery across all corners of the country. Across all corners of the country. Being in the board, as you all know, the board is the governing body of any institution. We are responsible for both the internal matters and also the relationship of the institute with outside partners. Being the board chair is not an easy task. We are meeting quarterly, and we are also meeting sometimes 2-3 times in a quarter when need arises, to ensure that we are on track, to ensure that we are delivering based on our objectives to the student population and to our partners that we are operating with. I will not keep you so much in with my speech, but I must also thank everybody who is present here to grace this occasion. It's our maiden graduation ceremony for our students, and we hope the students graduating today remain our ambassadors of Sami Institute. They'll be there outside Sami Institute in other institutions, maybe later be doing their degrees, doing their masters in other institutions. But it all started at Sami Institute. They remain our ambassadors, and we expect them to keep the flag flying high. I thank you so much. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, kindly allow me to stand on the existing protocol that was already established by previous speakers, and I say good afternoon to you all. Yeah, it is with deep gratitude and joy that I stand before you today as this guest speaker for the maiden graduation ceremony for Sami Institute of Nursing and then Health Sciences 2026. I wish to sincerely thank the leadership, including the CEO, Mr. Alaji Kamara, and the staff for the opportunity to serve in this capacity on this particular very special occasion. Your commitment to excellence in nursing education are truly inspiring. I appreciate the vision of the Institute to invest in nursing education. As we can see today, we are graduating 133 students for the state enrolled nurses, and this is a great achievement. Congratulations once again. So those contributing to the next generation of professional nurses who will serve to save lives and transform healthcare, thus contributing immensely towards the improvement of the quality of life of our people. To the graduates, this moment is indeed historic. You are the trailblazer, the very first cohort to walk this path at Sami Institute of Nursing and then Health Sciences. Therefore, you deserve a big congratulations, and I say congratulations to you all. Your courage, dedication, and perseverance have set the foundation for future generation of nurses in the Gambia and beyond. You carry the hope of communities, the trust of patients, and the promise of a stronger healthcare system. These milestones remind us that nursing is not just a profession, it is a calling, a service, and a legacy. Mr. Chair, today we gather to celebrate not only achievements, but the promise graduates carry into the future. Thus, the team, our nurses, our future, empowered nurses save life, is more than a slogan. It is the truth, a call to action, and a declaration of hope. It comes at a point when health systems continue to face workforce shortages, increased patient demands, and then growing complexity when it comes to patient care. The World Health Organization reminds us that nurses and midwives account for nearly half of the global health force. And this means you are not just part of the system, but you are the system. You are the future of the healthcare. Nurses are not just only caregivers, but they are educators, advocates, researchers, and innovators. When they are empowered with advanced training, ethical leadership, and appropriate systems, they become the driving force behind resilient health systems and then healthier communities. Looking at the team, then we want to ask, who is an empowered nurse? According to International Council of Nurses 2026, an empowered nurse is one who has the autonomy, authority, and resources to make decisions, lead care, influence health policy, ultimately improving patient outcomes and then strengthening health system. Empowerment is both structural and then psychological. Structural in the sense that it means access to education when the need arises, resources, leadership opportunities, whereas psychological means the confidence that the patient or the graduate or the nurse must possess with the competency and the required recognition. Then what are the characteristics that we expect to see from an empowered nurse? This is the autonomy and the decisions, right, that can be exercised by this professional nurse when it comes to patient care, policy, and the rules. Access to resources is the second one. They must have the tools, the information, and the support needed to deliver safe and then effective care. And the third characteristic is professional growth. Mr. Kamara and both Dr. Cha mentioned about professional growth, which means continuous education. You need to specialize and also leadership development as far as empowerment is concerned. The fourth one is recognition and respect. Empowered nurses are valued for their contributions, with their voices integrated into health system decisions. And the fifth one is the advocacy and the leadership. Empowered nurses must influence health policies, change inequities, and then drive innovations when it comes to healthcare delivery. And then why does it matter to empower nurses? It matters because of the following. One, we want to see a better patient health outcomes because empowered nurses will provide safer, higher quality, patient-centered care. That will also ensure workforce retention. Empowered nurses reduces burnout and increase job satisfaction. Health system strengthening as well. When nurses are also empowered, we expect to see some form of empowerment when it comes to that. Then you also have the community impacts. Empowered nurses advocate for vulnerable population that they serve and then drive public health initiative. Furthermore, Mr. Chair, the International Council of Nurses again highlighted that empowered nurses must extend beyond the symbolic and recognition, and they need structural action. This must include improved professional standards, fair compensation, opportunity to continue education, access to meaningful opportunities for leadership, and then policy development. Therefore, investing on nurses is directly tied to patient safety, improving patient outcome, and stronger healthcare system. Without addressing these key issues such as staffing gaps, professional autonomy, and leadership opportunities, healthcare system remains vulnerable to crisis, shortages, and then declining patient standards. Dear graduates, nursing is not simply a profession, but then a profession with courage, compassion, and resilience. And Nathan Florence once said, I attribute my success to this, meaning the courage, the compassion, and the resilience. And then he further indicated that I never gave up, and then took any excuses. And I believe this particular spirit is still with you. So as you prepare to enter the labor market, it means it's the beginning of the new chapter in your life. Remember that the world needs you more than ever before. Pandemics have tested our resilience as a healthcare system. Non-communicable diseases has also challenged our communities. Inequalities in healthcare cry for justice. So we expect that you will not only be graduating as nurses, but then becoming leaders, advocates, educators, and then policies for change, and also pillars when it comes to hope within the community. Think of the patient that you will meet on your way, the child whose fever subsides because of your swift actions, the mother who breathes easier because of you advocated for her, the elderly who finds comfort in your presence. Each life you touch is a testament to the power of nursing. Each decision you make ripples outwards, strengthening families, communities, and the nation at large. You are the quiet strength that holds the trembling hand, a sharp mind that makes life-saving decisions, and the unwilling heart that refuses to give up on patience even when all odds seems impossible. We all know that nurses are the backbone of our healthcare system, the guardian of dignity, and the champions when it comes to human dignity. Mr. Chair, empowerment is not only given, it is claimed. It is claimed when you speak for the safe working environment. It is claimed when you demand equity in healthcare delivery. It is claimed when you continue to learn, to innovate, and also to lead. Maya Agibu once said, people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. As nurses, you will leave incredible remarks, not only on their bodies, but also on their heart. In order to save lives, nurses must be empowered. Empowered with knowledge, because education is the light that guides practice. Empowered with resources, because skills without support is like a flame without fuel. Empowered with respect, because recognition is not just gift, but it is a right and to services and then sacrifice. Right? Then you also expect that you will be encouraged to challenge systems that fail patients. The vision to build systems that uplift them, and it is also the determination to ensure that every patient, rich or poor, young or old, receive care that is safe, dignified, and also just. So today, as you do your caps and gowns, remember this. You are not just graduates, you are advocates, you are innovators, you are leaders, and then you are the heartbeat of tomorrow's healthcare. Families, mentors, and faculties. These graduates are the proof that investment in nursing education yields immeasurable returns, as you can see. They are the living promise that when nurses are empowered, communities thrive, and that they are the assurance that the future of healthcare is in capable, compassionate hands. Graduates, carry this team as you graduate. Our nurses, our future, empowered nurses save life. Let it be your mantra in moments of doubt, in times of challenge, and also your guiding stars in every patient encounter. Because when nurses are empowered, lives are not only saved, they are transformed. And also in transforming that, you will transform their lives, and also you will transform the entire world. In conclusion, Mr. Chair and graduate, empowering nurses is not a one-time initiative, but an ongoing process of cultivating a professional culture of support. Support with autonomy, competency, and then collaboration. It requires commitment from individual nurses, leadership, and also healthcare system. Empowered nurses are better equipped to navigate the complexities of modern healthcare, drive improvement when it comes to patient care, and also strengthen the profession as a whole. By prioritizing empowerment through structured support, continuous learning, and participative leadership, we can pave the way to professional growth and excellence in nursing practice. Graduates, always remember, your knowledge gives you competence, your compassion gives you purpose, your courage gives patients hope, your empowerment gives communities a healthier future. Congratulations once again to the class of 2026 on this particular achievement. May you continue to strive as empowered nurses who save lives and then shape the future of healthcare. The future of health is in your hands. You are already empowered by Sami Institute of Nursing and Health Sciences. So go forth, save lives, and improve health outcomes. On that note, I wish to thank you all for your kind attention. Thank you, and once again, congratulations.
We are going to celebrate another champion, another lady, an example of an academic excellence. This is the highest GPA of the second cohort, and the award goes to Tida Chai. Tida is a special example. She came to our college as a French student, and after a rigorous vetting of her results with doubt as to whether she will make it, she gave us a promise. And today she has not only achieved the promise, but she has shown that she is a high achiever, a striker, leaving her footprints in the Institute of Sami in the first graduation. Tida graduated with a CGPA of 4.5.
Nurses who have completed the academic work and the school have certified that you have completed the academic work in both theory and practice. And here we are to stand in front of over 500 people to swear or to take a pledge. But above all, we are going to take this pledge in front of, as you already said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it is not just to read it, but we are coming to take an undertaking that you should live by. And on that note, may I ask all the graduate students, so please repeat after me, one after the other, the nurse's pledge. And then may I have all of you at this position. I'm going to take it slowly, and when I call, for example, I have to mention my name. Each and every one of you is taking this pledge as an individual. So, for example, if I say I have to say I, Mafuji Boja. I solemnly pledge myself before God and the presence of this assembly to pass my life with purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is victorious and mischievous and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standards of my profession. I will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my period and all family affairs according to my knowledge in the practice of my calling. With loyalty, I will endeavor to aid his decision in his work and devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care. So help me God. Thank you.
Business, respected members of the High Group, our esteemed parents and guardians, the CEO, principal,
Vice Principal, Registrar, Administrator, Lecturers of Sami Institute of Nursing and Allied Health Sciences, hospital in charges, fellow graduates, juniors, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Sadi Ujwanga, former Minister of Education of the Student Union and class president, and today I am deeply honored to speak on behalf of the graduating class. Today is more than a graduation ceremony. It is a celebration of resilience, sacrifice, perseverance, and triumph. Behind every guard won here today is a story of struggle, sleepless nights, prayers, determination, and courage. The journey was not easy, but every challenge we face becomes a stepping stone towards this remarkable moment. There were times we doubted ourselves, moments of exhaustion, during lectures and clinical postings, and days when the pressure felt unbearable. Yet through faith, hard work, and perseverance, we remain steadfast, and today we stand victorious. To our beloved parents and guardians, this achievement beyond you as much as it belongs to us. Your sacrifice, prayers, encouragement, and unwavering support carried us through these most difficult moments of this journey. We remain forever grateful. May the Almighty Allah bless and reward you abundantly. To the administration of staff of Science Institute of Nursing, thank you for serving and molding us into future healthcare professionals. You did not merely prepare us to pass examinations, but you taught us compassion, discipline, professionalism, integrity, and service to humanity. Sami Institute is truly a center of excellence, and it's an institution also with a difference. To our clinical supervisors and hospital in charge, thank you for guiding us and helping us transform knowledge into practice. Through your mentorship, we learn that nursing is not merely a profession, but a calling built upon compassion and sacrifice. My fellow graduates, today is not the end of our journey, but the beginning of a greater responsibility. Success is not only measured by lectures attended, examinations passed, or license approved, but by the quality of care, humanity, professionalism we bring into practice. What will ultimately rank our institution is not what we learn within those walls, but how we apply it into service to humanity. To all juniors, remain focused, determined, and prayerful. The road may be challenging and difficult sometimes, but perseverance always brings reward. Finally, may the Almighty guide our paths, bless our future careers, protect our families, and make us instruments of healing, compassion, and hope. Behind us are sacrifices, before us are opportunities, and within us lies the strength of succeed. Thank you all. May the Almighty bless us all abundantly.
Thank you very much, Student Representative, for that wonderful vote of thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, our proud graduating students, our dignitaries, parents, and stakeholders, this was all we had for you today. We sorry that we had to keep you waiting for so long. It's a beautiful moment, but the celebration is just about to start. So finally, we want to say a big congratulations to all our graduates, and we wish you all a safe and successful return to your homes.